From the Blues Hotel Collective, welcome to Blues Moments in Time, where every groove holds a memory and every moment echoes the truth of what came before. Today, we rewind the reel, trace the footsteps, and revisit the chapters that shaped the blues. Here is our host, Kelvin Huggins.
G'day folks, welcome to Blues Moments in Time. Today's November 25th, and it's time to dig into some blues history. And this date, it's packed with stories worth telling. 3 guitar strings, 3 piano keys, 3 breaths through a harmonica. November 25th gave us 3 musicians who each leave their mark on the blues in their own way. First up, Jimmy Johnson, born on this day in 1928, down in Holly Springs in Mississippi. Now, Jimmy didn't start out playing the blues. He started where so many did, in the Baptist church, singing gospel. That spiritual foundation, you could hear it later in every note he played. When he made his way up to Chicago in the 50s and 60s, he brought that soulfulness with him. His guitar had this distinctive voice, clean, emotional, powerful. Jimmy worked with the best, and his playing helped shape what we know as Chicago blues. He passed in 2022, but that sound is still echoing. Then there's Eddie Boyd, born November 25 in 1914. Another Mississippi son. Eddie and Muddy Waters, childhood friends. Can you imagine those two as kids running around together before the world knew their names? Eddie became a master of piano blues, those rolling rhythms, that driving left hand. He wrote 5 long years, and if you don't know that song, well, you need to fix that. It's a classic. It's a standard. The kind of song that gets passed down generation to generation because it works. And let's not forget Jerry Portnoy, born in Illinois on this day in 1943. Now, Jerry's still with us, still playing. His harmonica tone, rich, soulful. Some folks say it sounds like an alto sax, and honestly, that's not far off. He's been a session player for decades. One of those guys the legends call when they need that perfect harp sound. 3 musicians, 3 different approaches to the blues, all born on the same day. Now, November 25th isn't just about beginnings, it's also about endings. In 1997, we lost Fenton Robinson, a Chicago blues guitarist with one of the smoothest, most soulful styles you'll ever hear. Fenton spent decades in the game, earning respect from everyone who knew the music. He was 62, and in 2011, Coco Robicheaux collapsed on stage at a club on Frenchman Street in New Orleans. Coco played this haunting blend of blues, gospel, and voodoo-inspired sounds. His voice could send chills down your spine. He died that night at 64 doing what he loved, playing for the people. Now that's the thing about the blues, isn't it? The music costs something, but what these artists gave us, priceless. Now, November 25 hasn't been a major album release date. No landmark recordings dropping on this day, though in 1997, Garth Brooks put out Sevens, which went huge. Country? Sure, but Garth always had that ability to cross over, to connect. And over the years, you'll find smaller releases, independent blues records, live recordings from artists, keeping the tradition alive in clubs and juke joints, because that's what November 25th really reminds us. The blues doesn't live in one big moment. It lives in all the small ones. The birthday tributes on social media, friends giving concerts at the National Blues Museum in St. Louis, the local bands playing dive bars, carrying forward what Jimmy and Eddie and Jerry and Fenton and Coco started. So today, let's honour that. Put on some Jimmy Johnson. Listen to Eddie Boyd tickle those ivories. Feel Jerry Portnoy's harmonica cut through the mix. Remember Fenton's smoothness and Coco's haunting spirit. Because the blues, it doesn't end. It just keeps rolling on. Join me again tomorrow as the Blues Hotel Collective presents Blues Moments in Time. I'm Kelvin Huggins. Until then, please remember to keep the blues alive.